Well, I am sorry for the delay. It's difficult sometimes knowing when you're actually live on uh, YouTube, and it seems that I am. And so we'll be getting started just briefly here. Uh, for those of you needing to know, my name is Kent. I will be playing regularly. I am part of the Trans Am League of Action PC Basketball. I will be playing uh, with the Phoenix Suns, and I have picked up some minutes or some games into the season, so I'm having to play catch up. It's the 72-73 season for the Suns with a team that has some talent. Living in North Carolina, I am familiar with the great point guard for that Phoenix Sun team named Charlie Scott. Uh, he's a prolific scorer, and I believe his third season with the Suns. Make sure I'm correct there. Actually, his second season out of Carolina. And then also, it's a team that has Connie Hawkins playing in his fifth season out of Iowa. So it's a talented team, but I've found that I've kind of fell behind in the standings. So luckily, to get my first start of a replay out, I am going up against the Portland Trailblazers, who are struggling themselves. So we will see how this goes. And I'm thankful to be doing this and looking forward to it. So before we get started, let's look at our starting lineups for the Phoenix Suns. Again, we have Charlie Scott at your point guard, Dick Van Arsdale at your shooting guard. As we mentioned earlier, Connie Hawkins at your small forward. And then we have Lamar Green at power forward, and then Neil Walk at your center. Playing for the Portland Trailblazers, we have Adelman at point guard, at your shooting guard, Petrie, small forward, Johnson, power forward, Neal, and of course, the well-known Sidney Wicks playing center and being dominant in that time period. So away we go into the game. This is a home game for the Phoenix Suns, and let's get into our game. We're playing at Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and Wicks controls the jump for Portland. Hold on one second. I do need to make a setting. They swing the ball to Neal inside. He shoots a short jumper, and it's good for two. So Portland starts off the game well. We have Scott bringing the ball up, looking to Van Arsdale for the shot on the wing. He sets it up. Arsdale is tightly defended by Petrie, and he shoots and misses. Wick swings to Petrie outside, drives the basket, collided with Hawkins, reverse layup off the rim, but he's fouled by Hawkins. His first foul, Petrie will shoot 2. And he hits his first. But he misses his second. Rebounded by Van Arsdale. They look to get the ball in to walk. Scott brings the ball up. Bounces to Arsdale, back to Scott. Dishes to Hawkins on the perimeter. Green with the jumper, and it's good. Nothing but net. 3-2, Portland. Adelman passes to Wicks, but he's fouled by Green. That'll be the first on Green's second team foul. Wicks gets to Petrie on the perimeter. Petrie with the jump shot. All net. 5-2, Portland over the Suns. Get your point guard Scott, dribbles into front court to the Green on the perimeter, bounces to Walk, lays it up and in. Off the backboard for 2. Adelman sets up the offense. Johnson foul line extended. Petrie for the outside jump shot, and he's fouled by Green. That's his second personal third already in the game. So Calhoun replaces Green at power forward for Phoenix. Petrie measures the free throw and makes the first. Nothing but net. Charlie Scott with the basketball. On the perimeter, he drives. It's an easy drive on Portland. Scott with a little layup. And Hawkins will get the assist. Adelman to Wicks, but it's stolen by Hawkins. Scott bounces it to Walk, dishes the ball to Scott on the top of the key. Scott with a short jumper, and it's off. Rebounded by Walk. Nice offensive rebound by the center. He takes a little jumper inside and splash. 2 for him. Johnson with the ball outside. Johnson with the jump shot. Air ball. Suns ball. The fans are giving him the what for. The Suns look to get it into Hawkins. It's a touch pass. Back to Scott. Hawkins inside. He pump fakes and lays it up and good from the Hawk. Adelman's bringing it up. He passes it to Johnson. Johnson shoots a short jumper, but Walk cuts him off. And Wicks grabs a rebound with a short jumper, but it's blocked by Hawkins. Adelman with the rebound. Loose ball foul. It's on Scott. That'll be the first for Charlie Scott. 4 quick fouls on the Phoenix Suns. Johnson moving baseline. He gives it to Neal, but he throws the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Phoenix ball. Look to swing it to the wing to Van Arsdale. They've set up their offense. Scott with the ball outside. He pump fakes, little floater, and it's good for Walk's 4th point. Adelman to Neal. Neal shoots, but it's blocked by Walk, but they call basket interference. Goaltending by Walk, so the basket is good for Neal. Scott dribbles into the front court to Van Arsdale. Swings it back to Scott. He drives. He collides with Petrie. Simple layup off the rim, but he's fouled. So Scott will shoot 2. He toes the line for his first, and it is good. A 78% free throw shooter for the year. And he knocks down his second. 14-10, Phoenix over Portland. They'll bring the ball up. Wicks with the ball inside. He's in position down low. He shoots from in close. He misses, and Neal rebounds and follows, nothing but net. Connie Hawkins looking to get the ball into Connie Hawkins. He's near the sideline with the jumper, and it's off the rim. It's rebounded by Calhoun. Calhoun with a short jump shot, nothing but net. Petrie drives the basket, lays it up, no good, and Walk with the rebound. They look to get the ball inside to Walk. Walk creating some space down low. He lays it up, but he misses. That's rebounded by Wicks. That is his third. And the Portland's on the break. Ahead to Johnson with the pull-up jumper, and it's no good. And Scott with the rebound. And they have an opportunity for a 3-on-3 fast break, but they will pull it back out to get a better shot. And they look to get it in to Walk. Again, Walk with a short jump shot around the rim and in for his 6th point. 18-12 Portland. Adelman to Wicks. Back to Adelman with a layup. Good. Phoenix back down court looking to get it into Connie Hawkins. He shoots a short jumper, nothing but net for his 4th point. Adelman passes to Wicks with a short jump shot, all net. And folks, with my first replay, I believe I need to slow down that play-by-play just a little bit. It's a little quick for me in my first play. Let's bump that up to 3. Let's see what that'll do. Sorry for the interruption. So at the 6:12 mark, we're at 20-16. Suns leading Portland. They look to swing the ball to Van Arsdale. Scott bringing the ball up. Passes Van Arsdale. Back to Walk and over to Hawkins. Back to Scott. Van Arsdale on the outside. He pulls up and shoots, and he misses. Wicks and Hawkins are fighting for the ball. And with the layup, it's good. And that's still a little too quick for me. Excuse me for the... Let's do a pause between plays there. All right. Looking 20-18, Suns over Portland with Petrie just adding a layup for his 8th point. Now we have Phoenix back down court, looking again to get the ball into Walk. Scott passes to Walk inside. He shoots from close, nothing but net for his 8th point. Adelman on the wing, he shoots the jumper and he buries it for his 8th. And it's still too quick for me, guys. I'll figure this out eventually. All right, let's see how that helps. I am new to this, so I will pick it up as I go. Again, kicking the ball into Walks. He shovels it to Walkins, and he slams it home for his 10th point.
Davis and Smith check in for Portland.
Was knocked out of bounds by Portland. So Portland's ball. Pick and roll with Wicks. Wicks in the low post. Shoots a short jumper, nothing but net. He tickles the twine, as they say. Scott brings it up. Tosses it into Van Arsdale. Back to Scott, to Hawkins, and back to Scott once again. And Scott shoots the fall-away jumper, nothing but net. Petrie with a good look, but no good. Neal with the offensive rebound. Neal lays it up and good for his 8th point. Here we go again. Phoenix looks the ball, get the ball into Hawkins, turnaround jumper, he misses. Hawkins is hammered by Neal though, and it's his first personal, second team foul. Hawkins will shoot 2, an almost 80% free throw shooter for the year. Hawkins steps up to the line for Phoenix, shoots the free throw, and it is good. He shoots his second, and it is good. You'll excuse me for a second. I want to check something here. All right, here we go. Sorry for that delay. So Hawkins makes his second, and we'll have Davis taking it to the front court for Portland. Bounces to Petrie, Davis on the perimeter, back to Davis. Davis drives with the layup. All right, here we go. Sorry for that delay. So Scott with the ball on the outside. Scott bringing it up with a deep jump shot off the rim and down. The ball has been whistled dead. Basket interference on walk. Get your hand out of the basket, walk. Davis on the right wing with the jumper. Gets the bounce and in. So we're tied up at 28. Charlie Scott with the ball. 18 feet away, screen and roll with Calhoun. He drives Scott with the layup and good for his 10th point. So Davis brings it up for Portland, kicks it into Wicks and inside. It's a loose ball, but Wicks gets it back and lays it up off the window for his 4th point. Phoenix in control. Scott to Hawkins inside. Scott to the top of key. Shoots a jump shot. No good. It lands out of bounds. Portland ball.
Haskins and Wesley check in for Phoenix.
So we have Haskins in for Van Arsdale at shooting guard for Phoenix. Wesley will replace Walk at center. Petrie on the perimeter. Haskins covering him. Wicks, who shoots a short jumper, but it's blocked by Wesley. And Davis climbs the ladder and keeps it alive, and he passes it back out to Petrie, who will reset with 9 seconds left. Neal with a short jump shot, but it's around the rim and out. And Neal with another rebound, but he goes over the back. We have Dissinger coming in for Neal at power forward. Neal leaves with two personals. Wesley trying to post up. Wesley lays it up and in, and I like that throw on my man Wesley. Petrie on the perimeter, powers to the basket. Weak inside defense. Petrie with the layup for his 10th point. Scott on the wing to Haskins on the perimeter. Haskins settles for the jumper and he misses it. Petrie, an elite defender, but it's rebounded by Wicks. Petrie outside, and he has to call timeout. Tight defense by the Phoenix Suns. Smith inbounds for Portland. Dissinger and Hawkins tied up. So we have a jump ball between Dissinger and Hawkins. Let's see who gets the ball. Dissinger gets the jump for Portland. Davis with the ball. He sets up and he fires. No good. It's around the rim and out and rebounded by Scott. Fast break opportunity. A 2-on-2 fast break. Scott to Wesley. Off the rim, and it's rebounded by Davis. A blown fast break opportunity. Davis from the top of the key, but it's stolen by Scott. And another fast break opportunity, 3-on-2. Hawkins ahead to Haskins, who lays it in, but it's blocked by Wicks and rebounded by Hawkins, who will look to follow it up. Hawkins tosses it into the stands.
Walk checks in for Phoenix.
What happened there? Connie Hawkins. Another fast break opportunity blown. Davis with the short jumper for Portland. He missed, but he's fouled by Calhoun, his first and the 5th team foul. So Davis with his first, a 78% free throw shooter, and it's good.
Johnson checks in for Phoenix.
So Gus Johnson comes in for Calhoun at power forward for the Phoenix Suns. Davis shoots the free throw. It's around the cylinder, and it's good. They swing the ball over to Haskins. Haskins on the wing, pick and roll. Dissinger cuts him off, and he settles for the short jumper and miss. No good, and it's rebounded by Smith. Wicks has the ball on the inside. I think they'll look to double team him and get the ball out of his hands. Gets it over to Petrie. He zips to Wicks, who's doubled. Swings it back to Petrie with the open jumper. And that double team backfired. Automatic. Phoenix now trailing by 4. They come down. Gus Johnson, power forward with the ball. He's trying to post it up, shoots the short jumper and misses. It won't go down. It's tapped back by Johnson right to Hawkins, who will look to follow up. He's being doubled. He lays it up with help from the glass, but it's no good. But he's fouled by Wicks, who it's his first, and Hawkins will shoot 2, a 79.7 free throw shooter. Steps up to the line and makes his first, 36-33, Portland.
Steele and Martin check in for Portland. Layton checks in for Phoenix.
Hawkins for his second. He shoots the second. Round the rim and out. Layton takes it away. Phoenix looks to swing the ball around. It's into Hawkins. And Hawkins is fouled by Smith. It's his first 15 foul, and Hawkins will shoot 2 more. And it's good. And his second is good also. 36-34 Portland. We have Davis, the point guard, with the ball. He bounces it into Dissinger. Dissinger outside. Works it.
At the end of the first quarter,
And that's the end of our first quarter.
Phoenix 35.
It's like a
On the court to start the second quarter, for Portland, Davis, Steele, Johnson, Dishinger, and Martin. For Phoenix, Layton, Haskins, Hawkins, Green, and Walk.
YD Jester, I see you're in the chat room. Yeah, I am a basketball fan, more of an 80s NBA basketball fan. Was a big Lakers fan because I grew up in Gastonia, and James Worthy went to my school, high school, so I got into it then. Not so much now. I'm not enjoying the game as much now. It seems more personality driven than game driven, but that's a whole other story. So let's get into our game. Thanks for asking, though. Layton with the ball, subbing in for Charlie Scott. Layton on the wing, he drives the paint, settles for the short jumper and misses. He comes in shooting, and it's rebounded by Dissinger. Fast break, 3-on-1, and it's missed, but he's bumped by Layton, and he's fouled. And Davis shoots the first, and it's good for his 7th point. And he lines up for his second. The second from Davis, it's good as well. Layton outside. He shoots a jumper, circus shot, no good. Layton has come in and is not performing well, and it's rebounded by Walk, though. Great offensive rebound by Walk, his 3rd. With a short shot and good with his 12th point. Neil Walk is playing well for the Suns. Davis to Dissinger, who shoots the short jump shot, but it's blocked by Walk, and Johnson with the rebound. With 9 seconds, it's stolen by Haskins. Fast break opportunity, Haskins and Walk. But they will pull it back out to get a better shot. Hawkins with the ball. With the jump shot, and good for his 11th point. Walk and Hawkins are keeping them in this game. Davis dribbles to the front court, sets a screen for Dissinger. He sends the ball over to Steele, who passes to Davis. Steele on the wing, shoots the jumper, and it's missed. Tough defense by Haskins. It's rebounded by Green. Got a 4-on-4 fast break, and they'll pull it back out to get a better shot. Haskins has the ball. Haskins outside. He shoots the 15-footer. Airballs it out of bounds.
Scott and Calhoun check in for Phoenix.
39-38. It's a tightly contested game to this point. Dissinger down low, and he sells the pump fake and lays it in, and he's fouled by Calhoun. 2nd personal on Calhoun. So Dissinger will shoot one, a 67% free throw shooter. He releases the free throw, and it's missed. And Davis with the offensive rebound. Come on, guys, block out. But Davis is called for the offensive foul for going over the back to get that rebound. And Scott is back in the game. I guess Layton was not performing well. Charlie Scott with the ball. Drives to the basket, gets it to Walk, but it's stolen by Steele. Portland on the run. Steele with the ball to Johnson. With the he powers and fingers rolls and is fouled by Haskins. Took advantage of that fast break opportunity to take it to the Phoenix Suns. And he makes the old-fashioned three-point play. Phoenix looks to get the ball into Calhoun. Corky Calhoun inside with a short jump shot, and it's good for his 4th point. Calhoun's a very talented player coming off the bench. Davis brings it up. Still on the outside. It's an offensive foul on Still, so it's Phoenix ball heading the other way. They look to get the ball into Walk, who's being guarded tightly by Dissinger. Passes to Haskins. He steps back and passes to Calhoun. Into Walk with a short jump shot and good. 14. He's hit 5 straight. We'll keep trying to feed that ball to our big man. Davis with a jump shot from the key, and he hits it for his 10th. This is a offensive-minded game. Scott with the ball. He'll attempt to drive again. He attacks the rim, but is stolen again by Still. 4-on-3 fast break. Still ahead to Martin, and he lays it in. And off the glass. Count it. Turnovers are being difficult. This time Scott chooses to pull up and shoot the 15-footer. And it's blocked by Martin, but Calhoun gets the offensive rebound. And he lays it up and good. Corky Calhoun contributing early as he's in. Dissinger with a short jump shot, and he'll make it. This is a high-scoring affair. Trying to work the ball in to Walk, but they're preventing him. Haskins with the ball. Haskins outside. He's guarded by Still. Haskins recovered, shoots a mid-range jumper, but it's no good. But he's hammered by Martin, who will shoot 2. Haskins with his first. Haskins steps the line for Phoenix, and he hits his first. It's good.
Adelman, Petrie, Davis, and Wicks check in for Portland. Hawkins checks in for Phoenix.
So Connie Hawkins back in for Calhoun, who filled in very well while he was in. Second shot for Haskins, and it is good. Portland inbounding the ball. Johnson on the baseline. He pulls up and shoots and misses. It's off the rim. It's tipped back and rebounded by Adelman. They'll reset. Looks like Bob Davies appears to be injured, a broken foot.
Van Arsdale checks in for Phoenix.
So Davis will not be returning to the court. He'll be missed for a few months. Arsdale comes in for Haskins at the guard position. Johnson inbounds for Portland. Adelman has the ball inside. And he shoots the air ball, and the fans let him have it. Phoenix ball.
Calhoun checks in for Phoenix.
I love that air ball chant there from the crowd. Both Scott and Van Arsdale are being guarded heavily on the outside, but they are playing off Connie Hawkins inside. I believe that'll be a mistake. Yep. He lays it in for his 13th point. And assist number 6 for Scott. Adelman gets it to Petrie on the outside, who passes it back into Wicks. He lays it up, but it's blocked by Walk on the inside. The ball is batted around, and Scott comes down with it. It's a 2-on-3 fast break, which is not good odds, so we'll pull the ball back out. They'll look. Charlie Scott's going to look to pass the ball. Van Arsdale with the ball on the outside. Ball's loose, but he gets it back and he drives lane, but he's cut off by Neal. He shoots, but Van Arsdale with a short jumper, but Wicks blocks it, and it's rebounded by Johnson. Fast break opportunity, and Petrie goes down the lane and lays it up nicely for his 14th point. Van Arsdale with the ball on the outside. He'll look to shoot the jump shot, no good. But the foul is called on Wicks, his second personal, and Van Arsdale will shoot two. He's 82% from the line, almost 83. He measures the free throw, and it's good. And the second goes down as well. I'm having fun with this, trying to get settled into the flow of how to call it. It's been an exciting game so far, as you can see, with 6:45 in the second. They're already tied up at 51-51, a high-scoring game. The shooting has been lights out. Portland almost 60%, and Phoenix not far behind with 54%. So the defense has not been exceptional so far in this game. Adelman inside, Petrie outside. He shoots the jumper, and it's a tough shot, but it's good for his 16th point. He is on fire right now. Calhoun looking to get the ball inside to Calhoun. He fakes, shoots the 5-footer, and it's nothing but net. 53 all with 6:22 to go. Adelman will try to play tight at the top of the key. He swings it to Petrie with a jump shot, and it's off the glass. Easy rebound for Walk. It's a loose ball foul on Walk, his first personal. So it was easy because he was climbing somebody's back. Adelman has the ball again on the outside. We'll play him tight, where he gets rid of the ball to Petrie, defended by Arsdale. Jump shot from the key. Walk blocks it, and it goes out of bounds. Portland's ball with 11 seconds left.
And Johnson checked in for Phoenix.
Wicks inside, but it's stolen by Layton. They're moving the ball up court. Inside to Hawkins. But it's knocked away by Johnson. He steals it. Portland on the fast break. Johnson with the ball, but he throws it out of bounds. Turnover. Missed opportunity. Hawkins again with the ball inside. Being played loosely, but Neal picks his pocket. Petrie with the jump shot for Portland, but he misses it. And Hawkins with the rebound, his third. Fast break opportunity for Phoenix. Hawkins all alone down the court, lays it off the glass and in for his 15th point. Adelman bounces it to Petrie, drives his basket with the layup, kisses it off the glass for his 8th. Petrie's 8th point. Charlie Scott with the ball. 15 seconds, he'll look to pass. But he shoots a deep jumper, and it's good for his 12th point. Portland down 2. Adelman passes to Wicks. Swings it to Petrie. He ran over Layton with the acrobatic reverse layup, but he's fouled by Layton. His second personal, 5th team. Petrie settles the line for Portland and misses. Rare miss for the almost 80% free throw shooter.
Green checks in for Phoenix.
Steps up for his second. Shoots the second, and it's good for his 17th point. Scott on the outside, a pick and roll with Johnson. And Scott pulls up and drains it for his 14th point, a pick and pop. Adamant has the ball again on the outside. Covered tightly. Adamant outside. He drives the basket. There's a whistle, and it's an offensive foul on Adamant.
Smith checks in for Portland. Wesley checks in for Phoenix.
They look to get the ball into Johnson, the power forward, inside with a 9-foot jump shot. Won't go down. Lands out of bounds. Portland ball.
Van Arsdale checks in for Phoenix.
Wicks has the ball on the inside. Let's try to get that ball out of his hands. Double team down low. Wicks inside. He's double teamed. Turnaround jumper, and it goes off glass. Won't go down. Rebounded by Wesley. And it's a 4-on-1 fast break with Scott leading the break. Over to Van Arsdale, back to Scott, and he lays it up for his 16th point. 61-56 Phoenix. Adamant to Wicks, who shoots the short jumper, and it's good for 2. Scott passes to Hawken inside. Back to Scott, tough jump shot, and it's no good. That's nice defense by Adamant. It's rebounded by Wicks, his 6th. Adamant to Petrie outside. He shoots the 15-footer, no good. It's rebounded by Van Arsdale. Another fast break opportunity for Phoenix, 3-on-2. Portland back to Finn. Hawkins to Scott. Pull-up jumper, no good. It bounces. Blown fast break.
Green checks in for Phoenix.
Opportunity. I would welcome any suggestions on how to make my gameplay better. But we see Wesley with Adamant shoots the jumper, and he's fouled by Wesley. He makes it, and Adamant will get to make the chance to make one more. And the free throw is good for his 11th. They deliver it into Wesley, who's defended by Weeks. He shoots he shoots the jumper, and it's rebounded by Smith. 61 all with 2:29 left. Adamant to the outside. Petrie is fouled by Van Arsdale, his first, and Petrie will shoot 2 as Portland is in the bonus. Fouls have been called pretty evenly. 12 fouls on Phoenix, 10 on Portland. And he makes both free throws. It's good for a 63-61 lead. Green with the ball inside, guarded loosely. It's off the rim. Van Arsdale with the offensive rebound, and he kicks it back out to Scott. Scott on the perimeter. Passes to Green, who shoots the circus shot, and it's no good. But Wesley comes down with the offensive board and looks to put it back up. Pump fake, short jumper, and he misses off the rim. Tipped by Green, no good, and it's rebounded by Neal. Fast break opportunity. Portland on the break. Sidney Wicks down the lane and lays it off the window, up and good for Portland, who takes a 4-point lead. Phoenix looks to get it into Hawkins, Van Arsdale. He swings it to Hawkins. Back to Arsdale. And Hawkins is fouled by Smith.
Checks in for Portland. Walk checks in for Phoenix.
We get our big man back in the game, Walk. Green inbounds it for Phoenix, but it's stolen by Davis. Portland on the break. And Davis drives and lays it up good, and it's good for his 12th and a 6-point lead for the Portland Trailblazers closing out the half. Van Arsdale shoots the jumper. It won't go into the hands of Smith. Davis dribbles into the front court, passes to Petrie. Petrie steps, fakes, lays it up easy and in. And he's fouled. Van Arsdale's second. A little mini run by the Trailblazers here to end the second. But he misses the first. I'm shooting his second. And it's good for his 22nd point. Back down, looking to get it to their big man inside, who they're trying to deny the ball. 70-61, Portland. Scott on the outside looking to pass. Scott gives the ball to Neil Walk, posting up, shoots the short jumper. It's tipped by Wicks and rebounded by Wicks. Nice block. And Portland off and running again. Neil for his 10th. And it's an 11-point lead all of a sudden. Hawkins on the baseline. He shoots and it won't go. Walk with the offensive rebound, his 4th. Looking to end this drought and stop this onslaught, and he does, and it counts. Ends a 16-0 run by Portland. 3-0-3 drought by Phoenix that dug this hole for them. Wicks on the inside. Defended by Walk. Not a good pass. He throws it away. Good defense by Walk.
Calhoun checks in for Phoenix.
So Scott will look to pass. He's being guarded tightly. Into Walk on the inside. Walk with the jumper, and it's no good. It won't go down. Petrie goes up high and gets the board. 9-point lead for Portland. And that'll be the shot from 15 feet at the buzzer, and it's good for his 24th point.
74, Phoenix 63.
Well, we had an exciting, tight first half until the last. That 16-0 run really done a number on Phoenix to why we see our 11-point deficit at the half. You can see the shooting for Portland was red hot most of the game and still is at almost 60%, 75% from the free throw line. The turnovers are hurting both teams. The shooting really cooled off. The field goal percentage cooled off for Phoenix down to 47%. But the assist for Portland has been out of sight. And I think I need to go in and look at my strategy, see what I got going on to kind of cut down on these turnovers and these fast breaks. But I don't see anything that I can really do to change that. So let's jump into our second half. Again, I would welcome any comments that would help this replay for me. I am enjoying it though. And I realize there's going to have to be some setup things that I'm going to have to do within the play. It's really interesting for me that how to do certain things within the Streamlabs. So I'm trying to figure that out and get better with that. So this is my first time at it, and we will be doing this some more, and it will get smoother uh, as we go on. I am enjoying doing it, though. This is just a nice thing to just nice little hobby to have to enjoy and see these remakes. So here we are going into our second half. 74-63, Portland over Phoenix, with the contributing factor being a 16-0 run there in the middle of the second to get to this lead. 74-63 at the half, high scoring game. Let's see what we can do to try to stem that a little bit. And we'll get into our second half.
Third quarter for Portland: Adelman, Petrie, Johnson, Neal, and Wicks. For Phoenix: Scott, Van Arsdale, Hawkins, Green, and Walk.
All right. Wicks and Walk with the jump. Wicks controls the jump. Adelman has the ball on the outside. Try to cover him tightly. Adelman outside. Scott takes him. He shoots a jump shot and drains it to start off hot in the second. Trying to get the ball into Walk. Scott on the perimeter. Inside the Walk, he's double teamed. Unloads at point blank range. It's no good, but he's hacked by Wicks. That's number 3 on Wicks. Hope to get him out of the game. And for those of you that are not aware, I'm actually playing in a league called the Trans Am League. I picked up in mid-season. I am playing with the Phoenix Suns. Right now, not very well. So we'll look to improve as we go and hopefully pull this game out. Walk with the second. And it's good for his 18th point. Wicks with the ball inside. Adelman brings it up into Wicks. And Wicks with the behind-the-back dribble and drive and shoots and gets his 10th point. Behind-the-back dribble. Oh, my goodness. Scott dishes to Walk into Hawkins, unloads at point-blank range, and it won't go down, but Van Arsdale gets the rebound and passes it back out to Scott to reset. Portland 78, Phoenix 65. Scott to Van Arsdale, but it's stolen by Adelman. Neal has the ball on the inside. Neal inside, double team to Adelman on the wing. He shoots a 15-footer all net. And it's continuing to go downhill for the Phoenix Suns. Must be the coaching. They look to kick the ball inside to Green, defended by Neal. He's way off of him. Green shoots for his 4th point, and getting Phoenix on the board. Petrie with the short jump shot. He misses it, and it's rebounded by Hawkins. Scott with the ball up top, being guarded by Adelman. He drives and loses it out of bounds. Poor game for Scott so far with the turnovers. Good defense. Petrie has the ball on the outside, playing him normal. He shoots a jumper. He misses it, but somebody got him on the arm. That's Walk, 2nd personal, 1st team, and he'll step to the line for 2. Shoots the first free throw, and it is good. And the second as well for his 25th point. Petrie has been lights out. Excuse me. He misses the second. It's rebounded by Green. Van Arsdale with the ball on the wing. Too many steps, turnover, walking. Wicks with the ball outside. That's where we want him. He shoots the fadeaway. It's a tough shot. And it spins out. Sun's ball rolls out of bounds. Looking to get the ball into the big man walk. Gets it into walk. Lays it up, but he misses. But he's fouled by Adelman. And Walk will shoot two, going to the line, almost 79% free throw shooter. And he gets the first for his 19th. And the second for his 20th. Looks like they're trying to get the ball into Wicks again. Johnson with the ball on the outside. 12-point lead for Portland. Johnson with the jump shot, and it's good, right in Connie Hawkins' face. And Wicks gets the assist. Hawkins inside with a short shot. He misses, no good. And Green leaps for the high for the offensive rebound and looks to follow it up. Green takes a 10-footer. It's off in front of the rim. Hawkins grabs his 5th rebound. And Hill looked with a short shot, and he drains it. 2 great offensive rebounds to get them within 12. Petrie with the ball outside. And he turns it over. Suns ball. Suns looking to cut into this deficit. Down 12. Scott in the front court over to Hawkins, but it's stolen by Neal. Portland leads by 12. Swings it to Adelman. Neal inside with a short jumper. He misses it into the hands of Green. Fast break opportunity, 4-on-4, and they will pull it back out. Van Arsdale shoots the jumper, can't hit. He's missed 5 straight. It's a loose ball. Johnson comes out with it, but it's a loose ball foul. Johnson over the top. It's his first personal. Phoenix down by 12. Scott to Van Arsdale to Walk to Hawkins. Scott goes to the basket. Scott with the layup, and he misses off the side of the rim. But Green with another offensive rebound. He shoots the short jumper, but it won't go down. Neal with the rebound. Petrie has the ball on the outside. Defended by Van Arsdale. He misses the short jump shot. And Green gets the rebound. They look to get the ball in to Walk. Walk in the low post. He's being double teamed. He lays it up. It's no good. Hawkins comes out with it for another offensive rebound. And he looks to shoot it, but it won't go down for Hawkins. Rebounded by Neal. Fast break opportunity to Petrie. No good. And they'll move it back out. Charlie Scott with the ball. Walk with the jump shot. He misses. Can't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by Adelman. Portland with the 12-point lead. Adelman bringing it up. Swings it to Petrie, who shoots the jump shot around the rim and off. Rebounded by Hawkins. Both teams seem to have gone cold here. Van Arsdale with the ball. Drives to the basket, collided with Adelman, reverse layup, no good. Won't go down, but the foul is on Adelman, and his third, team's fourth. Van Arsdale will be shooting 2. Van Arsdale shoots the free throw, and it's good for his 3rd point. They need to get a little more production out of Dick Van Arsdale. And he makes a 2nd for his 4th point. He's really being outplayed by Petrie, 25-4. He's being blasted. Portland by 10. Adelman to the front court. Passes to Petrie. Adelman gives to Johnson. Back to Petrie, but he blows the layup. Wicks keeps possession with the rebound, his 8th. And then Wicks with the layup for his 12th. Hawkins outside for the Suns. He shoots a short jumper, can't get it to fall. It's rebounded by Neal. Adelman has the ball on the outside. Let's get it out of his hands. Petrie bringing the ball up. Adelman outside, drives the basket, loose ball. Hawkins and Petrie will jump. Come on, let's see what goes here. Hawkins controls the jump. Scott shoots the short jump shot, nothing but net for his 18th point. Wicks has the ball inside. Will not double team. They've been burning us on the double team. Wicks inside, he lays it up and through for his 14th. He's a hard man to stop on the inside. Scott settles for the jump shot. He forces the shot and he misses it. And Walk escapes with it. Another offensive rebound for Phoenix.
Davis and Smith check in for Portland. Calhoun checks in for Phoenix.
Lineup changes. Walk was whistled for a traveling violation there. Sorry, I missed that. Turnover. Davis to Smith. He post-ups on Hawkins with a floater. Wicks did, that is. Petrie with the offensive rebound, and he passes it back out to Davis. Petrie with the ball. They're looking to cover him tight, but he is 8 on the drive, so that may be a bad choice. Petrie outside, bounces it to Smith. Smith bobbled it and recovered it, but it was stolen by Walk. Charlie Scott on the outside. Drives to the basket, but it's stolen by Davis. Portland on the break. Wicks penetrates. He lays it up off the window, but he misses, and it's rebounded by Davis, who tosses it back out to Petrie. A lot of offensive rebounds in this game. Pick and roll with Wicks. It's an alley-oop to Wicks for the flush. He slammed it down for his 16th point. Scott 18 feet away. He's defended. He shoots the jumper. It's around the rim and off. And Neal with the rebound. Neal with a quick outlet pass. Portland on the break. Wicks ahead to Smith. Walk tracks down the rebound. It's missed. Hawkins with the ball. Hawkins in the paint, backing in on Smith. 8-foot jumper, rips through the net. It's good. Walk gets the assist, his 4th. Quite the assist maker for the big man. Petrie on the perimeter shoots a rare air ball, and it leads for a fast break opportunity for Van Arsdale and Hawkins. No one on the end of that pass, and they turn it over.
Haskins and Wesley check in for Phoenix.
Wicks has the ball on the inside. It's a tough matchup for Wesley. Finger roll and in. Actually swung the ball over to Neal, who gets his 12th point. Scott shoots the jump shot and good for his 20th. Davis dishes to Petrie with a good look inside, and he drains it for 2. Let's make some defensive changes here. See if we can stem the tide there a little bit. "14-point lead for Portland. Calhoun shoots from in close, swish for his 10th. That's 5 straight for Calhoun. He's played well when he's been in the game. Smith powers to the basket as he shoots, and it's good. Phoenix swings the ball around into Wesley in the paint. Shoots a short jumper, and it's no good. Rebounded by Wesley, who will try to follow his own shot with a good look inside, and it's good. Davis with the ball in the wing. He shoots from 15. It's an awkward shot, and he misses. And rebounded by Scott. Can they cut into this lead? Try to get it under 10 before the end. Hawkins with a short jumper for his 21st point. And it's a 10-point game. Davis takes it to front court, over to Petrie. He swings it back to Davis, to Smith on the baseline. He shoots the jumper, and it won't go down. And Hawkins with rebound, his 8th. Looking to cut into this deficit. With 3 seconds left on the shot clock, Wesley has to hurry to get it off. Short jump shot, and good for his 6th point. Cutting into this lead, it's down to 8. Davis brings the ball up, swings it into Wicks. The short jumper is no good. Rebounded by Smith, his 4th. Smith shoots a short jumper, and it's good. Had the opportunity to cut even more into the lead, but the offensive rebounds have been insane. Calhoun again, Corky Calhoun, has hit 6 straight. He's played very well for Phoenix tonight. But they come right back down, and Davis to Smith, who hits the short jump shot. 20 seconds left in. They look to get it into Calhoun again. Hawkins into Calhoun. He's posting up Petrie's short jump shot off the rim, but it's a foul on Smith. Calhoun will shoot 2. And he misses the first with 5 seconds left in the quarter.
Steele, Johnson, Dishinger, and Martin check in for Portland. Layton and Walk check in for Phoenix.
And he will shoot his second. Calhoun shoots his second. And it is good. So with 5 seconds, it's a 9-point game in the third. Johnson on the dribble inside. He lays it up at the horn, and it's good. And they let them score
at the end of the third quarter. Portland 101, Phoenix 90.
So at the end of 3, Petrie has 25 points, leading Portland, and Hawkins 21 for Phoenix. It's a 101-90 game going into the fourth. So let's get this thing tipped off and see how this lasts.
The fourth quarter for Portland: Davis, Steele, Smith, Dishinger, and Martin. For Phoenix: Layton, Haskins, Calhoun, Green, and Walk.
So here we go. Phoenix controls the jump. Walk inside with a short jump shot, and it is good. So they started off well. Davis into Dissinger, who shoots from in close, and it's good. They got to learn to play defense. Look to get it into Calhoun, who's being covered. Shoots a short jumper, and it's good for his 15th point. It's 7 in a row. He's extremely tight. Send to Davis to Steele. He dishes back to Davis to Dissinger. And the short jumper, nothing but net. Make some changes here. Probably going to get killed back door, but we'll see how it goes. Layton in shortly for Scott, and he does again make the awkward shot and misses. Dissinger with the rebound. Portland ahead by 11. Martin in the paint. He lost the ball, and Phoenix gets it. Turnover.
Scott checks in for Phoenix.
Yeah, get Layton out of there. I know I got to give my point guard a breather, but when Layton comes in, it is a big drop-off in talent. Scott in the front court. He swings it to Haskins, passes it into Walk. Back to Haskins, to Scott. Back to Neil Walk, who misses the short 5-footer. But he gets his own rebound. And he'll look to follow it, but he threw it away. Portland ball, turnover. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Martin. He fumbles it away out of bounds. Suns ball. Trying to play some pressure defense. Haskins with the ball. Look to drive. Haskins outside. He drives it. Portland weak inside. He lays it up, and it is blocked. Martin with the rejection. It's rebounded by Smith. Still into the front court. Davis passes Steele. Dissinger inside. Is defended by Green. It's stripped by Calhoun. Turnover. Back Phoenix way. They've really got to get into this game. Got to take advantage on the offensive end. Scott on the perimeter. And it's another turnover.
Hawkins from Phoenix. For Phoenix.
Davis brings it up to Dissinger. Green is knocked to the floor, and it's offensive foul on Smith, number 4 on Smith. So they're making the defensive stops, but they can't seem to score on the offensive end. Davis fell down. Scott with the easy layup for his 22nd. So they cut the lead to 9. Dissinger on the inside, being covered tightly. Sends it to Martin, and it's stolen by Hawkins. Another turnover. Scott dribbles into the front court. Walk on the inside with the ball. He's being doubled. Unloads at point blank range, banks and misses it. Won't go down, but he's fouled by Dissinger. Walk will shoot two. Try to cut into this lead. And he misses off the back iron.
Petrie and Neal check in for Portland.
And he'll shoot his second. And it is good. Slowly cutting into this lead, but it will time run out on the Phoenix Suns. Playing pressure, tight defense. Passes to Petrie, to Davis. Dissinger in low. In and out. But he's fouled on the shot by Walk. Nailed to the line for two. A 64% shooter. And the first is no good. So will the percentages catch up with him and he hit the second? We'll see. And he'll shoot the second. And it is good. With Scott with the ball, being guarded tightly, he shoots a jump shot. He misses it. Rebounded by Smith, but Smith over the top. That's his fifth. So
Edelman, Johnson, Neal, and Wicks check in for Portland. Van Arsdale checks in for Phoenix.
So Phoenix retains the ball. Down 9. They'll look to try to get into Walk. A low percentage pass. They look inside. Walk goes up, but it's off the back iron. Good defense by Wicks, but it's rebounded by Hawkins. His 9th. But Hawkins is called for an offensive foul, his second. Barreling over the defensive player. He's defended by Calhoun's. Wicks is. Wicks shoots from in close, and he makes his 18th. To take them back up by 11. Scott outside, down the lane, cut off by Wicks. He pulls up and shoots and misses. But Neal got him on the hand. Third foul, and Scott will go to the line for 2. And he misses his first. Blown opportunities after blown opportunities.
For Portland.
Got to hit these free throws. Scott with the second, and it is good for his 23rd point. Portland by 10. Still brings it up. Petrie outside. He shoots the jump shot. No good. Petrie has missed 7 straight, but Johnson helps it in for his 8th. Van Arsdale will get the ball. Ball fakes and drives the lane. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break on the other end. Wicks pulls up and hits for his 20th. Phoenix trails now by 14. Passes to Hawkins. To Van Arsdale. Wicks in the paint. Walk shoots and scores through the net for his 25th. Wicks inside, shoots his short jumper, no good. Scott and Johnson battling, and Johnson wins. Turnaround jumper from Johnson, but he misses, but he's fouled by Calhoun. Johnson will shoot for 2. 75% shooter, 73 on the season. He makes the first.
Green checks in for Phoenix.
And he makes the second. So the lead's pushed back out to 14. We'll try to kick the ball into Green, who's been covered loosely by Neal. Short jump shot, and it is good. And he makes him pay for the loose coverage. Seal brings it up. pushing off on Steele. Offensive foul on Steele, so we'll bring the ball back.
Adelman, Smith, Dishinger, and Martin check in for Portland. Layton and Walk check in for Phoenix.
Hawkins with the ball. Posting up on Smith, he pumps fakes with a good look inside, and he hits for his 23rd. And Walt gets the assist, the 5th assist for the big man. Adelman shoots a jumper. It will not go down. Martin gets the offensive board. The offensive boards in these games have been crazy. He grabs the offensive board, but it was an offensive foul on Martin.
Check in for Portland. Johnson checks in for Phoenix.
Look to get the ball inside. Playing off Johnson on the inside to look to get the ball into him. Johnson shoots it from in close, and it's good. Not covering the big man, and he makes him pay for it. Davis takes it to the front court, passes to Johnson, to Martin, back to Davis. Petrie on the outside. Open jump shot, but it's off the side of the rim. But Layton got him on the hand. 3rd personal. Petrie is awarded a pair at the line. He's been 7 for 11 today. So the percentages says he'll hit the first, and he does. First 24th.
Green checks in for Phoenix.
And he'll look to hit his second. And he hits the second. 10-point lead. They look to get the ball into Hawkins. Hawkins in the low post, but he's fouled by Johnson. 2nd personal, 4th team. Inbounds for Phoenix. Charlie Scott with the ball. Layton must have said something the ref didn't like. And it's a technical foul. Oh, Layton, you've not performed well today. Not at all. You not perform well and then run your mouth off at the referee and get a T. Hawkins with the ball inside. He lays it up good for his 25th. Trying to keep him in the game. 9-point game. Petrie with the ball on the outside. To Davis in the front court. Petrie is stolen by Scott. Petrie's pass to Davis was telegraphed and stolen by Scott. Scott to the front court. Looking to pass the ball around. Layton with the ball. We'll try to get into Hawkins. Dumps it off to Hawkins, but it's stolen by Petrie. Fast break opportunity, and it's good. Petrie for his 29th. Trying to get the ball again to Hawkins on the inside. Hawkins inside, but the ball goes out of bounds. Portland ball. Oh, things are falling apart.
Check in for Portland. Van Arsdale and Wesley check in for Phoenix.
Defense has been awful this game. Portland with 11-point lead. Adelman swings it over to Petrie to Wicks. Bounces it back to Petrie. To Adelman again on the outside. Back to Neal, who shoots a short jumper, and it's good for 2. Scott brings it up. Pick and roll with Wesley. Shovels it back to Wesley inside. He rises up. Johnson blocks it. Rebounded by Neal, and it's loose ball foul. Green over the top. His 3rd personal.
And Smith check in for Portland. Calhoun and Johnson check in for Phoenix.
It looked like that was going to be a shot that was going to be good, but then it was the big man jumps up and blocks it. Still bringing it up to Wicks inside. He gets it to Petrie outside. He jumps and releases. Will not go down. Wesley with the rebound. Loose ball foul. Neal over the back.
Johnson checks in for Portland. Stovall checks in for Phoenix.
Phoenix with the ball. Scott on the perimeter. He takes the 15-footer, and it's good for his 25th point. Charlie Scott needs to play it well here down the end. Still brings the ball. Wicks inside. He unloads at point-blank range, but it's blocked by Gus Johnson. Stovall with the rebound, but it's a loose ball foul on Stovall. His
Adelman
first.
checks in for Portland. Hawkins and Green check in for Phoenix.
Adelman with the ball. Gets it to Petrie. Passes to Wicks. Back to Petrie, who dribbles left. It's back to Adelman at the top of the key, who passes to Johnson. On the perimeter, they're trying to run some time off, and they turn the ball over. Passes into Van Arsdale. It's back to Scott on the outside, who takes it to the hoop, but Wicks cuts him off. He shoots anyhow, but it's blocked. But Hawkins comes down with the offensive rebound. His 10th rebound, and he lays it up and good for his 27th point. Cutting the lead to 9. Portland by 9. Allen brings it up. He's outside, and he drives. Scoops it. But it's blocked by Wesley and rebounded by Van Arsdale. Scott takes it into the front court. They get it over to Hawkins in the corner. He takes it to the hole with the layup and in. Connie Hawkins is starting to heat up. He's hit 6 straight for his 29th, and they've cut the lead to 7 with 1:44 to go. But is it too little, too late? Neal posting up, shoots a short jumper, and it's good. Nothing but net. Scott with the ball. Phoenix down 9, swings it to Scott, shoots the fadeaway in, and it's good. They will continue. 1:16 to go. Adelman sets up Petrie with a jump shot, and it's good for his 31st point. Adelman gets the assist. 1:08 to go. Scott with the ball. Trailing by 9, he sends it over to Scott. Scott drives, Wicks, Scott for the short jumper and misses. Lands on his backside, but the foul is on Wicks. Foolish foul with this time in the game. 3 to make 2.
Walk checks in for Phoenix.
And we'll put in some full court pressure to try to get the ball back. Probably get burned for it, but we'll see. Around the rim, and it goes in for his 29th. Full court, they beat the press, passes to Petrie. Back to Petrie again, shoots the jump shot, and it's good for his 33rd. Petrie's just burning them alive. Out to Hawkins on the outside. He fakes, drives hard. The short jumper, he misses. No good. Pulled down by Wicks for his 9th rebound. And this game is all but over. Wicks on the inside. Green grabs him. His 4th foul for Green. Wicks will shoot 2. Trying to get a hold of the ball. He makes the first. This game is out of hand. It's out of reach. and he misses his second. Phoenix ball. Bring the ball quickly up court. Charlie Scott, top side, shoots a jump shot, and he misses, no good. Neal is whistled for the foul, though, and Scott will shoot again, 3 to make 2. Padding his stats, but the game's out of hand now. He misses the first. Will shoot his second. Rolls around the hoop and in for his 30th point.
Green checks in for Phoenix.
And shooting his second for his 31st point. 35 seconds to go, and it's an 8-point game. Petrie outside, shoots the jump shot, no good. But he's hammered by Scott. He'll get 3 to make 2. Hammered. Oh boy. Makes the first.
Johnson checks in for Phoenix.
And he will shoot his second. Sorry for that delay there. I forgot what I needed to do. And he makes his second for his 35th point. They'll look to get the ball into Hawkins with 24 seconds left. Hard off the rim. And he misses. Rebounded by Johnson. Neal to Petrie. Fast break opportunity miss. But he's fouled by Scott. 18 seconds to go, and he will be shooting again. Oh, Petrie. He's been rough on the Phoenix Suns today. And he makes the second for his 37th point. Hawkins again inside. He lays it up for his 31st. That'll bring the time down to 15 seconds. Let's go to quick foul, the fourth shooter. Hawkins stole on the inbound pass. Fast break opportunity. Van Dauer still to Johnson. No good. A rebound. Walk. It will shoot. Too little, too late. No good. But Johnson tips it in. 9 seconds left to go. 8-point game. Looking to quick foul. Fouled by Walk, his 4th. Petrie. I don't know if that's the guy you wanted to foul. He's been hot all day. Petrie makes the first. Looks to shoot the second. It's game all but over. Petrie shoots the second, and it's good for his 39th point. My goodness. Charlie Scott on the right wing, and Van Arsdale shoots a jump shot and makes it for a 6 point. 4 seconds to go with an unsurmountable lead. That's the 4th for Scott. Neal will shoot 2. 3 seconds to go. And he makes it for his 18th. And he makes it for his 19th. And folks, that'll wrap up this
Final
game.
score,
That's the game.
Portland 136, Phoenix 126.
Well, you can see this game really was won in the second period. Portland out scoring them by 10 in that period, and they just never made it back. You could see it was played pretty evenly through the 3rd and 4th, actually. Phoenix having a 1-point advantage, but that 10-point second, which made the lead by 11, was insurmountable. And let's take a look at some of the scoring that took place. High scoring game, 136 to 126. But Petrie really lit them up for 39 points. He did shoot the ball quite a bit on 12 for 26, but he went to the free throw line 19 times, 15 for 19. His shooting percentage was low because every time he was shooting, he was being fouled. 39 points with 2 rebounds. Also, a great game played by Sidney Wicks with his 21 points and 9 rebounds and 7 assists. Great game for him. For your Phoenix Suns, Charlie Scott had a good game, 12 of 23, 7 of 9 with 8 assists, but 5 turnovers did not help. Connie Hawkins turned the ball over a lot, 7 turnovers. He did bring in 31 points with 10 rebounds, 6 offensive, but the 7 turnovers were problematic for the whole team. Really turned the ball over quite a bit. Both teams actually with 19 turnovers for Phoenix and 24 for Portland. I guess that's how you get high scores, 136 to 126, when the other team's just laying it up on the other end. This was fun. I enjoyed it. It being my first, there's still some things I need to learn. I need to learn how I can get a chat box up to be able to smoothly know who's in the chat box and who I can speak with. And I'm thankful for those that did take the time to listen to my first. It was interesting. There's some adjustments I need to make. Any suggestions from anyone? Sports Time Machine, ID Jester, if you have any suggestions on what I can improve on, I would appreciate it. For anybody that jumps in later who couldn't catch it live, because I'm doing this during the mid-morning, early afternoon. I know not many of you can be a part of that. So I thank you again for taking the time to watch, and I hope you enjoy it. And this is from SD